Hey, so what's happening, good people? What's happening? It's your boy Vernon BigV's and back again for video number 13. Today's date is January 12th, 2025. January 12th, 2025, good people. Hey man, so look, recording this video today, and again, I'm gonna take a take at being really efficient with this video. It's the first video that I'm making since I laid out my goals and my action plan for 2025, right? So let me just start here. I had a relatively solid week. Went into last week weighing, like I said, about 282. Finished the week off at 277. So that's about 5 pounds, man. 5 pounds worth of weight loss. I will take that. Blood pressure wise, seeing some, I'm gonna just be transparent, seeing a little bit of up and down with my blood pressure. I'm not sure if gauging blood pressure on a week to week basis is really the right method, but nevertheless, that's what I'm doing for now, and then I'll be able to gauge the overall long-term trends as time goes on, right? So anyhow, I had a solid week, man. I had a solid week overall. From a fitness perspective, again, my actions were to, or rather, my actions are on a weekly basis to get 40 minutes worth of activity in every week, right? I mean, well, 6 days a week. Every week, 6 days a week, 40 minutes of activity. This week, instead of 6 days, I got 5 days in, so that's solid. This past week was a busy week from a work perspective. A lot going on. We're getting prepared for some upcoming events from a work perspective. I'll just leave it there. And I'm gonna be honest, man, this upcoming week is gonna be even busier, and I'm gonna have to challenge myself to stay the course. You know, I'm appreciative for my occupation and my job and my career. Things have gone well overall. However, again, man, nothing's more important than my health and wellness for my family. So, but that doesn't mean that I just have the luxury of just brushing away my work responsibilities, man. It is important that I'm able to provide and take care of my family. But there's no reason why I can't put aside 40 minutes on most days to just go ahead and get some activity in. So I got to tighten up, self-reflect, and be a little bit more disciplined myself. All right, so that's the fitness piece, right? But as you know, the most important piece is the nutrition piece. All right, so from a nutrition perspective, I would tell you that I accomplished my actions to probably about an 85%, to about an 85% rate, okay? Which means that out of the last 7 days since the last video, I've accomplished 85% of the actions on a daily basis that I wanted to accomplish. So not bad, but not where I want to be either. This week will be a better week for me. I stayed consistent with the beats, with my goal of consuming beats on a regular basis. I did well with that. I did well with the beans as well. You know, so I'll tell you where I think I fell. What kind of fell off the most is probably the greens, the leafy green vegetables. I did have leafy green vegetables every day, just not to the volume that I committed to. You know what I mean? So this week's gonna be a better week from that standpoint. Also, let's see, one of the nights I did have a meal that had oil in it. It was a plant-based meal, but it had oil in it. And again, I shouldn't be eating things like that, except for I've given myself latitude to eat things like that on once a week on either Friday or Saturday. But I did have a vegan cheat day yesterday, which was Saturday. You know what I mean? So, but I also, my point is, I did compromise that earlier this week. I think on Tuesday or Wednesday, my wife had made a really good meal, man, and you know. I had the option to just go ahead and put it in a container and have it another day, but I wanted to eat it, so that's what I did. So just being honest and transparent about that. So this week's gonna be a better week though, man. And again, it's not like this week was a bad week. However, I really want to start this year off when hitting 100% of my commitments, man. I want to set the tone. I still got time to do that, and that's what I'm gonna do. This week's gonna be a strong week. I'm excited about it already. it's going right now. I'm already out here getting active. It's cold, man. It is cold here in Southern Virginia. We actually just had our first and probably only snowstorm of the year. When some areas around here actually getting 5 inches of snow. That's a lot for us. That's a lot for us around here. We haven't had snow like that in years. So people were excited about it, but I'll be honest, it did not last long. It came in Friday night and the Saturday morning. Come Saturday afternoon for most of us, that stuff was already cleared off. Sun had already, melted it away. So anyhow, today I'm actually able to get out here and get some sunlight. Y'all know how I feel about getting my sunlight, man, getting my vitamin D. I'm big on that. Especially for vitamin D is important for everyone, but it's extremely challenging for people that are darker complexion. You know what I mean? Not even I hate to say black people, because it's really not the case for all black people. It's just some of us are darker, and it's more difficult for our bodies or our skin to absorb that vitamin D from the sunlight, or to absorb that sunlight and transform it into vitamin D. So we need to be intentional about what we're doing about it, man. It just is what it is. I do take a supplement for vitamin D. I've been doing that for years now. But even with the supplement and with getting out in the sunlight occasionally, my vitamin D is still on the low side. So I'm working on that, and I'm being intentional about it. Okay, so there are some other things I could talk about, but again, man, I want to be efficient with these videos. I don't want to get long-winded. I want to do a better job of that this year. So I've hit the main things that I wanted to talk to y'all about. Man, I still have to get 2 72-hour water fasts in for the month of January. Again, right, one of my actions is that until I get down to that healthy weight, the healthy weight in which I'm able to manage my blood pressure effectively without medication, until I get there, until I get down, till I lower my weight enough, I should be doing 2 72-hour water fasts each month. Okay, that might sound aggressive to some people, but man, it's only 3 days, and it's only 3 days twice a month, and I feel pretty good when I do those as well. So I actually might have to. My point is, I'm running out of time for this month, right? Not quite at the halfway point, but very close there. Today is the 12th, like I said. So I might have to throw one in this week, which wouldn't be a bad thing. So anyhow, more to come. I'll check in next week and we'll see how that goes, man. So anyhow, I've had a decent start off to this year, just not as strong as I wanted it to be, but I'm gonna pick up the pace this week, and we are going to have a good week, a good strong week, man. Okay, all right, ending the video here. Remember, guys, one day at a time, one choice at a time, one goal at a time. I'm gone.